Our teachers are educators,
role models,
mentors,
community leaders,
a smiling face when I walk down the hallway,
a person to go to when I'm having a bad day.
Some of the most important influences in our lives.
You probably get to know us pretty well.
At least, what we let you see. Of course, you see me in class.
And then there's the rest of me, beyond the schoolwork.
There's a lot to balance with full course load and extracurricular activities.
soccer practice,
Picking up my siblings after school.
My job at the grocery store.
You probably get used to each of us acting in a certain way.
Being in a certain mood and having certain patterns.
And you might notice other times when we're not acting like ourselves.
We might act.
Extra quiet, like not participating in class or talking to our friends.
And usually tired, with our head down on our desk.
Slow to hand in homework, or we might stop doing it altogether.
Just plain irritable.
Jumpy or quick to anger in a way that seems out of character.
Like we just don't care.
It might be nothing.
But we might be really struggling.
We might say,
I can't take a test,
I have to go to guidance. I might even ask repeatedly.
We might be
Having a hard day or week.
Having a hard time finding the right balance of schoolwork, activities, and the rest of life.
Or I might feel worse.
Like a failure.
Unliked.
Hopeless about the future.
I could be depressed.
Or so anxious, I'm immobilized.
I might feel unable to come to school.
I might not be talking to anyone.
I might feel like I can never live up to the standards I think others have of me.
Or I have for myself.
Things might be rough outside of school.
I might be fighting with a friend.
or going through a breakup with a partner.
I might be using drugs or drinking to cope.
Living in a home that's filled with disruption or even violence.
Or struggling with acceptance about my gender identity or sexuality.
Like I can't go on like this anymore.
I might be thinking about killing myself.
It happens more than you think.
And when it's too late, people say,
I had no idea.
I thought it wasn't that bad.
I wish I'd said something.
How could they have been in my class all that time and I never knew?
And sometimes you can't know, but lots of times there are signs.
If a student isn't acting like themselves and says they can't take a test or turn in an assignment,
Don't start by saying you have to, or you'll lose credit, or everyone else is doing the work and taking the test.
That might be true.
but there will be ways to follow up on the missed work later.
We know you think our emotional wellness is more critical than one test grade or homework assignment.
We know you're trying to be fair with class rules, but we might need some flexibility until we're okay again.
We also know, as a teacher, it's hard to find time to talk.
But if you think something might be wrong, the only way to find out is to ask.
So, step 1, ask questions.
How are you doing?
Is everything okay?
do you want to talk?
How can I help?
Do you want to go to your counselor?
Or the nurse?
Do you want to stop by after school?
Asking a student who may be struggling with thoughts of killing themselves if they are suicidal shows that you see them and that you care.
You can ask, are you feeling so badly that you think about killing yourself?
You won't be putting the idea in our heads.
Mentioning it could be our wake-up call to get help.
Step 2. If we say we're suicidal, start by listening.
Don't immediately try to talk us out of it. Stop and listen.
You can say that you're sorry that we're feeling this way.
Say you'll make sure we get help.
That you are here for us.
That you will support us.
And give us hope.
Say you know other kids and adults feel this way at times too.
Make sure you know your school's protocol for how to get help for students in crisis.
Do not leave us alone.
Even if we say that we don't want to talk, say that you're here for us.
Even if we don't want help or ask you not to tell anyone,
Please do.
Even if we don't appreciate it now, there's a good chance that we're going to appreciate it later.
you could be saving a life.
Thank you for all you do for us.
And thank you for listening.